What's going on, everyone? If you guys are like me, then you probably thought more accounts is going to make you more money when it comes to trading prop firms. And I thought this for a very, very, very long time. See, I started trading prop firms in 2021 going into 2022. Now, I've traded equities and options since, God, I can't even remember now. It's been over 13 years. But when I came over into the prop firm space, I thought, okay, great. I can get one account here with this firm. I can get another account here with this firm. And as you know, prop firms have evolved. Now you can get 20 accounts with some firms, 5 accounts with most firms. And there's so many different prop firms, right? Dozens and dozens of them for us to choose from. They're all similar. They have their different rules, and we might like this specific firm over this specific firm, but the point I'm trying to make is there's a lot of options out there. So I used to look at it up until about probably 2 years ago, maybe even a year and a half ago. I would look at it, the more accounts that I have, the more money I'm going to make, right? Common sense. If I have 20 accounts and I make $1,000, that's $20,000 a month. And to be honest, over the past 2 years, again, there are people who make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month. I have only made close to, and it was 17,500 one time in one singular month over the 3 years that I've been trading prop firms. A lot of times I notice I do a lot better when I make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, okay? And have I made months where it's been $10,000 or $12,000? Absolutely. Have I had months where I only took $1,000 payout? Absolutely. Has there been months where I took 0 payouts? 100,000%. So here's what I used to think. More accounts equals more opportunities, right? More chances to copy trade, more chances to make more money, more chances to get more paid out. I believed that more accounts gave me that many more chances to see and meet the goals that I had set forth for myself in here, okay? In here. I'm going to make more money faster. That was another thought that I have. I thought that by having 5, 10, 15 accounts, that it was going to fast track me to the success that I wanted, okay? And leads me into, I always believe that the more accounts that I have, which is true to a degree, but the more accounts that I have, the safer I felt. It's okay if I lose one account, I've got 10 more to go. It's okay if I blow up 2 accounts, I've got 15 other backups. I had this mindset where I really didn't care as much. Yeah, it would sting. I would get upset losing accounts or taking big losses, but I always knew I had more accounts in the back burner. The next point I want to get into is I was always in a trade, like always. Market opens, it's going up, there's momentum, I'm taking a long scalp. Market pulls back, I'm taking the reversal. Looks like it's going to be a trend, I've got another account going with whatever trend it is, right? I trade 3 or 4 different strategies each and every single day. So every time each and every single one of those strategies presented itself, I was in a trade. And I started to notice if I didn't go on like a good run, where I had a couple weeks of green days, it was just devastation across the board because this account got blown up. This account made $1,000, but this other account was down $1,000. It was so much mental equity that was being drained on a day in and day in basis and a week over week basis, trying to manage that many accounts. And then I got into, well, I'll just copy trade all of them. I would do really, really well for a stretch of time, and then boom, one trade, one bad day, one tilt episode, one day where I started revenge trading, I gave everything back, blew all accounts. So I said, okay, copy trading is not for me. It's for some, but it's not for me. Do I recommend to not copy trade? No. I think copy trading could be beneficial if you're trading 2 or 3 accounts at a time. Anything more than that, I think is just crazy, right? Even though there's people that do it, I get it, but to me, it's just crazy. More accounts is going to equal more freedom. That was what I thought, right? As soon as I get to 20 accounts, as soon as I'm able to take out $1,000 a month from each account, I'm financially free. I'm going to be to where I want to be. And that just simply wasn't the case. Okay. What really happened, if you look to the right side of this graphic that I made, I was going through a lot of paralysis and overwhelming thoughts. Okay, too many accounts. It made it very, very hard to focus. It made me trade longer. It made me more mentally tired. It made me make more irrational decisions. I couldn't stick to a plan. I couldn't stick to one of my strategies. I would be bouncing around different strategies, so forth and so forth. Just created a lot of pain. It also added bigger risk. And with bigger risk comes bigger losses. Why? Well, these accounts are cheap, right? I used to tell myself, I'm used to coming from my own personal account. I trade bigger size than what the drawdown they're giving me. I can throw around 1 or 2 or 3 mini contracts. It's no big deal. And I started to feel safe, and I started to take more risk, and it started blowing accounts faster. I was losing 4, 5, 6 accounts a week in hopes that one of those was getting passed into funded stage, in hopes that that one could actually make it to a payout. So I found myself taking size that was not in line with what I can handle. Okay, so it created a big, big problem. Leads me into the next point. I started chasing payouts. I jumped from account to account to account. It was like a race. I was like Speedy Gonzalez, going from this account to this prop firm, to this account, to this trading platform, to that trading platform, on NinjaTrader over here, on TraderBait over here, on Project X over here. And I was just, at the end of the day, just drained. I mean, for being a very next to no physical activity type of job industry that we're in, I was so tired, and I would find myself making stupid decisions each and every single day because I would just had this F it mentality, right? Towards the end of the week, F it. I'm going to make money or I'm going to lose money. Get into a trade. It's a losing trade. F it. It's going to come back. If it doesn't, I don't care. I've got 15 other accounts to trade tomorrow. I was seeing no real progress. I wasn't improving when it comes to prop firms. I was just repeating the same process, the same cycle over and over and over and over again. And I kept asking myself the question, how can I trade my personal account so much better than I'm trading prop firms? How have I been trading for over 12, 13 years and able to be profitable on the personal account side of things when I trade stocks, when I trade options, but I can't do it with prop firms? I started to realize I'm overwhelming myself with the wrong goal, the wrong idea of what success was when it came to trading prop firms. It was creating more stress. I was getting less sleep, more charts, more rules, more things to keep in line. It was just an absolute disaster. Okay? If you guys have gone through any of this stuff, I would love to know in your comments, right? What did you guys do to change it? I know what I did to change it. I had to slow down. I had to take my time. I had to trade less accounts. I had to focus on taking the 5 accounts that I did have, and instead of buying 20 more evaluations, get 1 or 2 of those accounts to pay out, recycle some of those profits back into a couple of more evaluations, work on the next set where maybe I trade 1 or 2 accounts this week, get those a few more days closer to payout, recycle some of those payouts, and just try to scale at a more realistic pace than to just being thrown out there with the wolves and trying to get all 10, all 20 accounts passed today, get all 20 of those accounts into payout within the next week. It was driving me nuts. So it wasn't until I slowed down, I started following a good risk management plan where it was similar to the way that I trade my personal account. It wasn't until I took more time on my trades and allowed the price action to come to me versus telling myself, I've got 15 accounts. I can go out there and throw on 15 different scalps. I can spread my risk. All of that was just creating confusion. All of that was just causing a bunch of problems. It wasn't until I stopped chasing the payout and started focusing more on the plan, on the strategy, on the concept, on the discipline, on the consistency, is when I started to make real progress. When I was out there just chasing the dollar, chasing the payout, chasing the quick, big lottery ticket, I was putting myself deeper and deeper into a hole. That's what led me to creating the EVX trading room. I wanted to teach people the things that I know. I wanted to give them the strategies that I know. I wanted to trade with other traders who were like-minded. I wanted to focus on a community that not only I could help them get better with their trading, but they could also help me be more accountable In my trading, and I don't know about you, but it's always better to trade alongside someone who's not just telling you to point and click here or to point and click there, but someone who can actually bounce ideas off of you, someone who can actually see the chart and read the price action the same way that you do. You guys can come up with a bias together. I always found it more sustainable for me in my trading to always have a trading buddy, because I could now hold myself accountable. They could hold themselves accountable. It was easier to bounce ideas off of. We're always going to have losing trades. We're going to have bad days. It was easier to talk to a trader who was in my shoes versus having to go home and tell, your family or your friends who have no idea what it's like to be a trader. They have no idea what it's like to follow your strategy. You can show your coworker a stock chart and they can say, why didn't you just buy long? You would have made so much money. It's not that easy once you're in a trade. And you and I both know that. When you're in a trade, the trade's going up, it's coming down, it's going down, it's going up. The emotions are real. It's just a different feel. But if you guys are interested in learning and trading the levels that I do, using the same thought process that I do, if you guys would like to trade along other traders who are all doing the same thing that you're doing, you guys can join the EVX trading room floor. I do offer a free ebook giving you a little bit of risk management details and how to trade these prop firms into payout. That book is completely free on Discord. I've also got a blueprint with my entire model and strategy all lined up. You guys can take advantage of that. Or you guys can join on to the live trading room where you get access to all the technical analysis, the daily levels, and the live trading streams. If that interests you, that link is down in the description box below. I will see everyone on the next video. Give me a thumbs up on this video, guys. I put a lot of time and effort into creating these graphics, into making these videos. The least you can do for me is give me a thumbs up on your way out. I will catch all of you guys on the next one.